Sierra, how were you guys able to win this ball game, do you think?
I think we've come a long way because at the beginning of the season we had a lot of really close games and we were just short every time. But you can tell that we have grown so much, and how we're playing now is the basketball that we knew that we could always play, and that's really why we could close out this game and win this game today, because of how much we've grown and how mature we are now.
Alex, after missing so much time early in the season, how did it feel to come out and have this kind of performance today?
It felt really good. I really just wanted to go out there and do anything I could. I just relied on my teammates, to set up the offense, and I just, did everything I could out there, really.
I don't know if this was on the back of your mind at all, but that last rebound gave you a double-double, so anything on that?
No, not really. Just I wanted to get the last four, to end the game and to shut it down. So that was the only thing on my mind.
Alex, can you speak to a little bit about how important rebounding was for you guys?
We really stress rebounding. We have a very tall team, so we make it a point to be very dominant on the boards because we have a lot of people that can rebound, and I think today it just really helped us. Everybody was crashing. Kalia, Alex, they really took part in getting those really big boards that we needed at the end of the game.
How much do you feel like transition was important in this game?
Transition to us is very important every game. We like to get out wide and we like to run and get our guards in there and then look for the post high-low. So transition is what we thrive off of, and that's really what gets us going.
How big was Alex's play in this ball game for you guys?
Yeah, I thought Alex had a fantastic game, probably her best game of the season. Really in general, I thought we got some pretty good production out of our bench. I thought Peyton came in the game and she was a spark and she played aggressive. And Lindsay, when she was in the game, she made some, a big three and she made some back baskets. So I thought our bench play, was really key for us.
Coach, about 3 games ago we were talking about how much you wanted a second and third consistent scorer. The past 2 games you've had 5 consistent scorers. So what's it like having 5 players in double figures?
Well, obviously we're scoring more points, and when you have the ability to score points and when you can get in the 70s, you've got a chance. I'd like us to do a little bit better job defensively, and holding our opponents' points production down, and I think a lot of that comes from the free throw line. I think we're giving up too many points, at the free throw line. So if we can limit our fouls, then I think we can do a better job defensively. But a lot of it stems from the offensive production, stems from us being a lot more aggressive and a lot more assertive, in particular in transition, but also the rebounding. We're doing a good job of crashing the offensive glass and giving ourselves second and third chance opportunities. And we're also making our free throws. Earlier in the season, we were leaving a lot of points on the game, a lot of points in the game on the free throw line, and now we're starting to convert those.
You closed, this is 2 games you've closed out at the end. Do you think is there a common thread that it's finally working now, since it didn't work for quite a bit? Even in the non-conference season, you had some games where you could have maybe closed them out and didn't.
Yeah, we talked about that in the locker room, that early in the season we weren't able to close these games out. We didn't have the necessary confidence, the necessary chemistry and cohesiveness, and probably the confidence to do it. And now I think we're at a point in the season where we kind of know how what we need to do to close teams out, close games out. Whether it's getting a stop or whether it's executing on offense. One of the things I thought that was huge for us today was the offensive rebounds late in the game. Peyton and Kalia and Sierra were really in there, and Alex Harris were really in there on the offensive glass and giving us second chance opportunities, and we didn't have to go down defensively and try to stop them. So, and then we made our free throws early in the season. We get to the free throw line and we missed a number of free throws that could have closed games or given us a bigger deficit. And tonight, for the most part down the stretch, I think besides Candace's free throw, we made those free throws. So, those things are helping us close out these close games.
last couple of games you've been out rebounding your opponents. You're out rebounding them tonight by 17, lesser turnovers. How close do you think the team is to where you want them to be at this point in the season?
Well, and there's a lot of areas. I think they're a lot more motivated now because they understand the impact that one possession has on the game. They're starting to understand the impact that turnovers have on the game. So we want to get shots and not turnovers. They're understanding the importance of rebounding and limiting the other team. So we're getting better in those areas, and if we can keep growing and get better with our offensive execution, that'll be helpful for us as well moving forward.
I don't know how much film you had seen on Harris prior to the game, but what do you think made her so tough to defend today?
Well, yeah, I remember her, when she came here, and she's just one of those players that's, just gets the ball deep in the lane, gets on the offensive glass, just, there's some times when I think she probably just outworked us to get a rebound, and that was the difference. I've seen all her film, but, I just remember when she got here too, she played well with the group they had last year.
They've now won a couple ball games this week. When you looked at them on film, did they look like an 0-7 team in the league?
Not at all, no. We don't play them again. We only play them here. They've been really good here. A lot of the players that they have are really talented, highly recruited players. So, they walk on the court with a lot of good basketball players. So I can't speak for their record because when they walk out on the court, there's a lot of good players.